Hello students, welcome back. This question is from 2007 exam. They have given you this expression and you need to find out the K-map for this one. Okay, now you just have a look at the options and you will realize that they are filling the K-map like this. That means A and B is written on this side, C and D is written on this side. So we need to fill the K-map accordingly. Okay, I've drawn the K-map here. Let's fill it. So A, D bar. That means A must be 1, D must be 0. Let's see where A is 1 and D is 0. Okay. So A is 1 for these two rows. Okay. You can see A is 1 for all of these 8 cells and D is 0 here as well as here. So the intersection is this much. Okay. For all of these cells, the given condition is satisfied. That means A must be 1 and D must be 0. Let's move on to the second term, which is A bar, C bar. So A must be 0 as well as C must be 0. C is 0 in this entire column as well as this entire column. So these 8 cells are the cells where C is 0. Now let's see where all A is 0. It is this row as well as this row. So this and this, the common part is this one. Okay. Now let's see the last term, which is B, C bar, D. C bar means these 8 cells. Okay. B means these 8 cells. Okay. And D means, where is D? So D means this one and this one. Okay, these two. Now you can see the only common part is this one cell. So B, C bar, D corresponds to this one. Let's just analyze it once again. We have B. B is high for all of these 8 columns. Okay. Then you have C bar. C is high for all of these. Sorry, C is low for all of these 8. Okay. Now you can see you have these 4 cells in common. Okay. But still there's one more condition which says D must be 1. D is 1 for all of these 8. These 8. Now you can see the common part is this cell as well as this one. This was already filled. I filled this one to just complete it. Okay. This is the K-map that you get. Now let's move on to the second part of this question. Second part says, which of the following does not correspond to this K-map? Okay. The K-map obtained in previous one. So it's nothing but you just need to fill 5 K-maps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to fill this 5 K-maps and it's for 4 marks. Let's just fill them one by one. This is C bar, D bar. So C is 0 for all of these 8 columns or 8 cells. And D is 0 only for these 4 cells. It's 0 here as well. But that is not in the intersection. Intersection is these 4 cells only. Okay. So I'm filling one here. The next term is A, D bar. A means these 4 and D bar means this entire column as well as this entire column. Okay. So let's see what is the intersection. Intersection is this one as well as this one. Okay. So next term is A, B, C bar. So A, B, both of A and B are high for only these 4 cells. And we also have one more condition which is C bar. So C is 0 here as well as here. Okay. That means this cell, only this one cell is the intersection. Now let's move on to the last term. Let's analyze the last term. It is A bar, C bar and D. So A bar means these 8 cells, C bar means these 8 cells, and D means this one as well as this one. Okay. So the intersection will be this much. Okay. Only these two ones. See, this is A bar, this much is C bar, and this much is D bar. D bar is this. And only common part is these two cells. Now you can see both of the K-maps are same. That means option A corresponds to that K-map only. Okay, so this one cannot be the answer. Let's move on to option C. Sorry, option B. So the first term in option B is A bar, C bar. I think, no. So A bar and C bar. See, A is 0 for all of these, C is 0 for all of these, and this one will be the intersection. Okay. Second term is C bar, D bar. So C and D must be 0 for all of the columns. Okay, we'll just mark all those columns as 1. You can see only these 4 columns are such that C and D are 0. So we'll just write a 1 in these 2 places. Okay. Actually, all of these 4 columns agree to the condition, but 2 have been already filled. So we need not fill them again. And the next term is A D bar. A is 1 for all of these. D is 0 for this entire column as well as this entire column. That means the intersection is these 2 as well as these 2. So just write a 1 here as well. Okay. So you can see the last one is A, B, C bar, D. Let's see which cell it is. A, B, C bar, D. So AB means these 4. Okay. And C bar D means C bar D. C bar D means these 4. So these 4 and these 4. This one is the intersection. Okay. So they're talking about this cell by saying A, B, C bar D. Okay. So you can compare these K-maps. They are same. Okay. So B part also represents the same K-map only. Now let's move on to the third option, which is A bar, C bar. So you can see A bar, C bar means A bar is all of these 8, C bar is all of these 8, and their intersection will be these 4 cells. Okay, this is A bar, C bar. And the next term is A D bar. So A D bar, let us see where is A D bar. This is A. I think I just confused between B and C. Anyways, let's solve it. So currently we are at A D bar. So A is high for all of these 8 cells, and D bar is low, or D is low for this as well as this column. Okay, the intersection is these 2. Let's fill it. Next one is A, B, C bar. That means A, B must be 1 and C must be 0. Okay, so you can see AB means these 4 cells, and C must be 0 means this one as well as this one. So intersection is this as well as this. So just write a 1 here. We have one extra term which is C bar D. Let's see if it is any one of these already filled cells. Look, K-map is now exactly the same, but we have one term remaining. Okay, this will decide if this one could possibly be our answer. So it is C bar D. C bar D means C is 0 and D is 1. That means all of these four. Okay. These four cells. That means you have to write a 1 here. So option C is not same as this K-map. That is what they were asking. The question was which of the following is not corresponding to the K-map obtained in previous question. So that is option C. This is your answer. So answer to this question is C part, and answer to this question was, I guess, A part. Anyways, you have the K-map. You can just compare which option it is. Okay.